And we are back, people! We are back! This is the 30-second Book Talk podcast. I'm Brad Gustafson. We have got 16 incredible book talks coming at you, but please do not tell my co-host Jen LaGarde this. There is no way, Jen, there is no way that your literacy legends are going to take home a third straight championship title. We are not going to let that happen because it's not possible. Is it?
You know, I agree, Brad. It is possible that your lead learners could win this year. It's just not probable, my friend. You know, it's up to students and educators everywhere to vote for the book talks that they'd like to see move forward, because eventually one book talker is going to win one of these. And in addition to the coveted Vince Lum Bookie digital badge, our grand champion will also take home $500 in books for their classroom or library, courtesy of Scholastic.
$500 in free books? Yes, please. So does everyone know what to do? Let's watch the first 4 book talks from the lead learners. And remember, everyone will be selecting one book talk from each of the 4 brackets to move forward into the finals. So be ready to vote after this. Here is the first bracket from the lead learners.
Hold on, we are going to make it. The water is rough, but we have to save our family. Bravery, courageousness.
These words describe the kids in Alan Gratz's book Refugee, where we follow the journey of Joseph, Isabel, and Muhammad, 3 young refugees fleeing their countries of war and poverty while battling bad guys, nature, and their own emotions on their way to a new home. The twist? This historical fiction is set in 3 different periods and stories and times as it pulls your head and your heart. It's impossible to put down unless you have to row. Get it and read this unbelievable ending that nobody sees coming.
Read Refugee.
Yeah. Kabam. Boom. This book is called Angel Get Chicks. Ninja Chicks. I like the chicks and I like the mom. She's kicked the wolf and she saved her chicks. The scary character was the wolf. This is the best book ever. Vote for me for Mrs. S. Moore.
I wish for 20 hamsters.
I wish for chocolate spaghetti.
I wish for a friend.
When a new family joins Red's community, things change.
It isn't long before Red and his trusted friend Bongo concoct a plan that not only connects the 2 students, but brings an entire community together.
Wish Tree by Catherine Applegate is a carefully crafted story that weaves together science and history into a tale of perseverance, tolerance, and hope.
Chips,
You're never too old to be surprised.
What's with all this noise? Are those super soakers? We've just been dying for summer already.
Oh my stars! I might just let you guys keep those super soakers if you listen to the story of Lonnie Johnson, who invented them.
Well, of course.
All right. Whoosh by Chris Barton is the story of an African-American inventor who invented the super soaker and never gave up on his dream.
Whoa, there was a lot of water in those book talks. Some might even say they were drenched in creativity. I know, it's a bad joke. So I guess I probably should introduce our first 4 literacy legends. And remember, one of these videos will move forward in their bracket. It's up to you to vote and decide who.
Little Louie. He's not so little. He's quite independent. Except for when he catches a cold. And then he needs his mom. But every time he calls for Bob, guess who comes? It's Bob, not Bob. You have to read to see if Louie ever gets his wish to be comforted by his Bob, not by Bob.
Can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? I do so like, can I touch your hair? Race mistakes in friendship and poetry. Let's explore our difference, commonality. There's Irene, who's blonde and white and kinda shy, paired with Charles, who's black and a word-producing guy. When a teacher puts them together for a poetry task, what do we have in common is the necessary ask. Enjoy it.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. The end.
Stop! That's not the end. Not anymore.
Wait, what's this? After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again by Dan Santat? Well, this changes everything. Come on back, kids. We're not done. I'm hoping for a happy ending this time.
What's so good about being a good guy? Bad guys have way more fun. Do you have what it takes to be a bad guy? Can you make evil plans? Do you have a maniacal laugh? Do you like orange popsicles? Read Hannah Barnaby's book, Bad Guy, and find out if you have what it takes to be a bad guy. Hey, what are you doing over there?
What?
But watch out for the ending. Every bad guy may not be as easy to spot as you think. I'm watching you.
So awesome, so awesome. That cameo from the innocent Hammer Girl was great. And I loved seeing our school's own students and our amazing media specialist, Mrs. Gibbons. Rock on, rock on. We are lucky to have her. But let's get back to business. It's time to see 4 more videos from our lead learners. Here we go, people.
I'm here to talk to you about love. This beautiful book talks about all the different ways that love can look in families and with friends and in our parts of town. I think you're gonna love it. Also check out a few of these reviews by some of my friends.
You should read Love because it shows how siblings can help others out.
You should read Love because even if you're not the same races, you're still human.
So pick up a copy of Love by Matt de la Pena. Put a little more love into this world.
How would you feel if you felt that no one saw you or even asked you to join in? They didn't include you in the conversations or even ask you to play. One of my favorite books touches on empathy, inclusion, and the power of just one person to make someone go from feeling invisible to being seen. I highly recommend Trudy Ludwig's fantastic book, The Invisible Boy.
Do you like science? How about tinkering and inventing? So do I and my book friend, Ada Twist, scientist, who has changed the way people look at science and inventing things. You need to check out this book because she will inspire you to make things that you never thought about before. It's really cool. No matter who you are or where you come from, it's all about creativity and innovation. Oh, I gotta go. I need to make some slime.
Is that a nice Layla book?
Sure is. You're gonna love this book by Josh Funk. It's not Jack and the Beanstalk, get it? Different take on the normal story, you know. But look how small Jack is in this story compared to the giant.
Mr. Jax, what does this button do?
Wait! Whoa!
Mr. Jax, what happened?
The button made me smaller like Jack in this story. But now I have to go to kindergarten and do a read aloud with them. What am I gonna do?
Don't worry, we'll get you there.
Whoa! Good idea, girls. But you better hurry up. I feel pretty squashed in here.
Holy chroma key, Batman. That was some serious green screen amazeballs. I think I need to unleash the next 4 literacy legends.
Mortal Isabel and Fey Prince Rook are spirited away to the land of fairies.
Soon they realize that something is seriously amiss in this world, and they're attacked from every side.
Their dependence on one another allows love to blossom.
Are they strong enough to stand up to the ruthless Fae? Find out.
Are you worried your students will be bored when you do a read aloud? Do you want them sitting at the edge of their seats? Want to know what book will make that happen? Make your students laugh. My Willowfield readers have the book for you.
The book with no pictures. The book with no pictures.
Read it and vote for us.
Tessa has a secret. She thinks her house is haunted. No, scratch that. She knows her house is haunted. Weird things are happening left and right, not the least of which is that her sketch pad has decided to sketch itself. In The Peculiar Incident on Shady Street, Lindsay Curry takes us on a tour through the real haunted history of Chicago and shows us a beautiful story of what it means to find your tribe. You're going to love this book, guys. Go get your copy now.
This guy is the boyfriend you all wish you had. He falls in love with this girl, but she's deaf, and so he learns sign language. Isn't that great? Freak City by Katherine Schrock.
Oh, Jen, every year your literacy legends come through. Clutch quality. That was good stuff. I'm just happy that we are talking about incredible books. That's what this is all about. So the only question is, do you, Jen, want to tell everyone how to vote for their 4 favorites to move on to the finals? Or do you want me to?
I've got this one, Brad. Vote for one book talk video from each bracket using the link at the bottom of the screen. Then one book talker from each bracket will move forward to the finals, where we'll eventually crown the world champion and award that $500 in books. Back to you, Brad. Brad?
Oh, sorry. I could not help throwing a few votes towards Mrs. Gibbons and our students for their amazing book talk. Maybe that's why the lead learners lose every single year. We're just voting for you amazing literacy legends. No, I don't think so. It's because you guys are actually awesome. So here's the deal. In between voting, be sure to share your own 30-second book talk on Twitter. This is an interactive event. So put it up there and let's see what other people are creating too. For the love of reading, right?
For the love of reading is right, Brad. I am always so excited to see the passion that our book talkers bring to the 30-second Book Talk Championship, and this year is no exception. I say we end with a few literacy-themed commercials from a school right in Brad's neck of the woods. Thank you so much, #CSE Strong, and thank you for being a part of the 30-second Book Talk Challenge this year. Happy reading, everyone!
When books talk,
Psst. You guys think you're good at basketball? You should read about the twin brothers in The Crossover. They know how to play basketball. They learned from their dad, the man Chuck Bell.
Hey, where are you going? I'm going to read Crossover. Hey, your search sucks.
Psst. Hey, don't you see what's happening over there? Don't just be a bystander. Come on, go over there and do something. Be an upstander.
Don't do that. That's being a bully. Read one! Rock! Paper. Scissors!
Psst, over here. Hey, do you know the legend of rock, paper, scissors? Do you know how that game you're playing got started? Hey, if you don't, you should read my book called The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Read it now! When books talk, people read.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see your students' literacy-themed commercials in the championship episode that's coming up next, based on your voting right now, you can send those literacy-themed book talk commercials to Jen and I, and we will try to make it happen. Take care, everyone.